you may be able to ride a wave, but there was a lot of companies that came in when we came in that aren't existent anymore. That could be for a lot of reasons, but I think one of the main reasons is because you have to have a business mindset. You have to. Looking at what other people have done, reading certain books and looking at interviews and hearing people out that are in business, that are entrepreneurs, and learning from their mistakes. I mean, that's one of the best ways to avoid mistakes that can stifle you and that can galvanize your business. So it's super important to go out there and learn from other people. And again, I'm not, by no means am I anywhere close to people like Warren Buffett or anything like that. But I know that people that follow me on social media, some of them are starting small businesses, and if I can help you in any way, I'd be glad to just answer some questions. And a lot of the things that work for me may not work for you guys. And so, there's also, you have to have common sense, and you have to be aware of your situation and what you're doing against what I'm doing. And so all those things are important, guys. You can't just say, well, I'm going to do it his way. Yeah, but he wasn't selling holsters. He was selling, something else. And although, at the base of it, at the fundamentals are true and they remain almost the same. Nothing's really changed, guys, from the time where Sam Walton started Walmart to where we're at today, 2020, through all this coronavirus. Nothing's really changed in business. There's certain things and there's certain platforms that have changed that can help you. For instance, social media, but nothing really has changed in business. You have to learn the business side of things. You need to understand numbers. You need to understand percentages. You need to understand your P&Ls or do your P&L reports. All those things are super important. Your cost of goods, all that, labor cost. If you can understand all that, then that can lead you to, or those are the grounds for a successful business. If you don't understand those things can definitely come back and bite you in the rear, and they can really put a hurt on you. And so, nothing has changed dramatically or drastically. We were lucky because we came in 2010 when social media was barely starting to come up, and so we started doing Instagram very early and Facebook, and we started doing videos. And if you go to YouTube, I don't know if they're out there. We probably took them off, but there's some old videos of me, at the shooting range shooting my first AR, which was the Stag Arms AR. So we started doing that stuff a long time ago. And so we kind of, came in at the right time, at the right place. But we still had to work hard, man. And so, you may be able to ride a wave, but there was a lot of companies that came in when we came in that aren't existent anymore. And so that I truly believe that's because, well, that could be for a lot of reasons, but I think one of the main reasons is because you have to have a business mindset. You have to learn business. I think they asked Ralph Lauren once, they asked him, if you could go back and do it over again, what would you change? And he said, learn the business side of things. He said, I was good at designing, but I was bad at business, and he lost a lot of money. And we've left a lot of money on the table because we made bad business decisions. So all those things are super important, guys. If you want to start a business, just go out there and just get information. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. Go out there and read books and watch videos and just spend your time in doing things like that. It's the same thing as when you're going out to the range and practicing, or when you're trying to get better at shooting your gun. You take in information. Some of the stuff may work for you, and some of the stuff may not work for you. Appendix carry may be good for you, and appendix carry may not be good for you. And so you need to pick and choose what's best for you. A lot of people say the Glock 19 is the best concealed carry gun, and a lot of people don't like it, and they'll go with something smaller, like a subcompact, like the Glock 43X or the Shield or the P365 XL. So it's just going to be on you guys. But at the end of the day, the base of it or the fundamentals are still there. You need a gun, you need a holster, you need a good gun, you need a good holster, and you need to go out there and shoot. You know, sight alignment, sight picture, all that is still, you know, the basics. You know, the gun safety is still the basics. Those things you need to learn. They've been around for a long time, and those things aren't going anywhere. And if you can master those things, then you can start building on that. But you need to master those things. I don't want to say master. I don't want to scare people to not conceal carry. Like, well, I'm not a master of that, so I better not conceal carry. But you need to train in those things to where you will become really good and really efficient on those things, and then you can start moving up and do other things. It's bad when you try to jump from one side of the scope to the other, and there's nothing in between. There's that deep chasm because you bought your first Glock and now you want to Gucci it up because you think that's going to help you shoot better. And you know it may, but at the end of the day, you need to know your fundamentals. And so going back to business, it's the same thing, guys. Things don't change. You need to know your fundamentals. You know, you need to know certain things so that you can build on those things and you can keep moving forward and keep moving up. If you don't have a good foundation, then you're not going to be able to build anything upon that. So those things are super important. I had to learn that the hard way when I started Bravo. It was a struggle. It was a fight. It was a back and forth struggle with myself. You know, in building the products, in attaining certain materials, in learning cost of goods. I mean, it was just it was a great experience, and I'm still experiencing it to this day. I'm still learning on a daily basis. What's going on right now with COVID-19 has really opened my eyes to certain things, and it's just always a learning experience. Even if you feel that things are moving against you, take them for what they are, man. Take them as a blessing and learn from them and keep moving forward.